I don't even remember what was wrong with it, do you?
No, I don't.
Something was screwed up on it, nothing serious.
I think he had, didn't he have a cracked spring? Yeah,
That was one thing, was a cracked spring.
it was just a hairline crack in the spring.
There was something else on it.
I don't remember.
But I never seen him after that. I didn't see him until just a while ago, and I thought, well, and I called a couple of times, never heard back from him. I figured, well, that machine probably took a shit on him, now he's pissed off. And come to find out, nobody told him I called.
Yeah,
And
they
he's
didn't.
still using the machine every day. He said it's the only machine he's ever had that he used every day. He was always jumping back and forth from one machine to another.
Victor has tried and tried to open his own shop. Him and his brother did it the last time. And he just cannot make his own shop run. He always ends up working for someone else. So these people he's working for didn't deliver the message when we called down there for him. They didn't deliver the message. His girlfriend had a cell phone, but I didn't have that number. You know.
I didn't tell him I glued it together.
Do you guys want some yogurt?
Oh no,
How
I'm
about
set.
some
Too kind.
cantaloupe?
Oh no,
We're still gonna have to go home and eat dinner at some point with.
well, I thought we already didn't we eat dinner before we came?
She'll
We ate
probably be
that.
asleep.
Yeah, she'll be asleep. She just sleep 20 minutes after we left. I
That's
believe.
probably true.
I think we've been wearing them out. So, man, are you a Houdini fan?
That's
No.
Houdini.
That's Houdini there.
But did you name them Houdini because you
No,
like
because they're escape artists.
Oh, I see.
The first night we traded for him, guy called up, he had a snake. Renegade said, well, just tell him to bring it in. So,
No, tell it right. You didn't say a damn thing. I was working out in the backyard, and you come out there talking the story about the snake.
yeah, you told me to tell him to bring it up. So
Yeah,
he did.
that was after I told you I didn't want no more snake.
Yeah.
See, I used to have snake shows on the road. One time I had 150, almost
Oh,
150
man.
snakes.
Yeah.
Holy jeez.
That's a full-time job.
Wow.
But anyhow, I traded tattoo for a snake that day. Renegade ended up doing the tattoo. We were real busy, and it just fell in, and he ended up with that one. So he had to piss about 6 o'clock at night. He got up, started through, and he says, where the hell's the snake? And I said, and there was a bench back behind this couch. And I had the little glass aquarium sitting there. Hootie was in there. And Hootie was just a little guy then. And I said, oh, he's right there. He says, that little camouflage worm? He was pissed, kind of, because the tattoo was rather a nice, large-sized tattoo that I traded. But I just wanted to get that snake away from that kid. He had 2 small children. They were living in a tight apartment. They had the aquarium on top of a microwave.
Oh no.
Yeah, and every day the broad was scared of him, and every day they fed the kids SpaghettiOs at noon. That's all they ever got. But she would start to stick them in the microwave, and Hootie, of course, being a little young, inquisitive snake, he'd come up and look at her, and she'd. So every night the guy was coming home from work, washing the ceiling down where the SpaghettiOs hit the ceiling that day.
I told
The
him
girl
I
was
kept the
nuts.
snake and got rid of the
So
water.
I was trying to get the snake away from him. You know, I just wanted any creature away from that crazy family. And then
They
we
bring
fell in
him
love
in.
with him.
They
We had
bring
him out
him
here on
in.
the table that night. I hear a noise. I get up and I come out. I think somebody's in the shop, you know. I come out and I look. No, it's him. But all I can see in the light coming through the window is here's his body hanging down like this. He's half in and half out. And I said, oh, Renegade, he killed himself. I thought he killed himself, you know, because he was trapped between the lid. He wasn't really trapped. The lid just wasn't tight on the thing.
He was hanging down. When I
So
come
we
out
had
here,
him
he's
ever
hanging
since.
straight down from the table.
And Pal was just getting over, let's see, broken back at that time, yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he was just getting over, he had broken his back the first holiday of the summer. And he was just getting over that.
No, it wasn't. It was the last one.
No, it was the first one.
Because it was the same, I went back the same time Tommy got
Oh,
killed.
I thought it was, okay, maybe
In
it was
the
the
end of the
last
summer.
one.
This one right here that we're coming up on.
our good friend, his brother died that same day. He came to the door. Renegade had been to the ER and was laying down in the back in the bedroom. And
Yeah, we couldn't come
in
to
comes our
agreement
good
at
friend. The
the
shop
ER.
was busier in hell because we had people I couldn't get a hold of. They were on the road coming in from Florida, from Tennessee, from up in Illinois, northern Illinois, all over the place. And he breaks his back early that day. Didn't want to go to the hospital, and then a couple hours later he decided he better go to the hospital. And I take him down, we go to the ER. He walks into the ER with a broken back. He walks out with a broken back.
4 fractures.
Yeah, the
Doing-
X-ray tech was our customer,
Wow.
and she said, "Renegade," she said, "your tailbone's clear over here." She said, "I can set that for you. If you let these guys get a hold of you, they'll have you in traction for 6 months." She comes out and she tells me, she says, "If he screams or anything, just pretend like nothing's going on." I'm sitting right outside the door of the X-ray thing, and she told him, "Okay, lay down, point your toes, and bring them together." And when he did, crack! It sounded like a gun going off in that room. He said
Boy,
his
it lit
tailbone-
up bright and shut my lights out, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
It's a good thing she was there, though. She was one of our customers. So he walked out, came home, of course, got right into bed because he was hurting, you know. They gave me
Yeah, they're gonna
something
put
for
me in
pain.
goddamn traction. I said, well, how long is this gonna be? He said, well, he said, could be, well, my first doctor I had was a woman. She just done a walk-off on me.
Yeah,
And,
because he'd had it broken back before sometime and never knew
but I
it.
didn't know
Mhm.
it. So, she comes in, she said, when did you break your back the first time? I knew when she come in, she was really pissed off. And I said, I didn't know I did. Boy, she slammed that goddamn thing down on that stainless steel table, that goddamn metal clipboard. She said, nobody breaks their back and don't know it. She walked out. And that bitch wouldn't even bring the paperwork when I walked out.
Wow.
Tell you they'll put you in traction.
So our good buddy, he shows
6
up
months
here in the
to
middle of the
18
day.
months.
The same
Or
day,
shit.
he's in the back. And
I
he's
spent a lot of
crying.
time looking at the
Crying,
floor, though, I
and
guarantee
he's
you.
crying, and he's crying. I said, well, David, he's a little crippled guy. And I said, well, David, come in. What did
David
you
wasn't crippled. man.
Well, whatever you want to call it. He had one leg shorter, so
He's
he
a
walked.
hillbilly. One leg was longer than the
Like
other,
that.
that's all.
Oh, he was messed up. in
Walking
ways.
around them hills causes it.
But he came
West
in.
Virginia.
I said, David. He said, I want to talk to Renegade. I want to talk to Renegade. I said, David, what is wrong? Crying, just tears pouring. He said, my brother died. He said he turned his four-wheel over, broke his neck. At the same time he was doing that, the brother died down in the state forest here. So I had David in here, and everybody in the shop was crying because most people knew that family too. They didn't realize Renegade had a broken back. I'm out here working all by myself. He's in there with a broken back. In comes the pawn shop guy's brother, and the little David, he had the, it was like a surplus joint, surplus shack. So everybody knew that family. They knew his brother from the pawn shop. And everybody's just in here. Everyone's crying. I finally put David in this, well, not that chair, but another chair like it, a recliner. I put him in that chair, and I said, David, you just settle down and you just go to sleep. When you wake up, I'll fix something to eat. And I said, Renegade cannot get up out of that bed. His back is broken. He goes, oh, this is a terrible day. Oh, it was a madhouse.
Wow.
People all over the place. There was people sitting all over the parking lot. Oh my God.
And that bitch pulled some strings. I got out of there, I didn't even get a goddamn single pain pill. I owe that bitch, but she left the hospital.
But you got pain pills from.
Hmm?
I said you got pain pills from somebody later. Remember you
Yeah, I
had
bought them off the goddamn street. Tell when you can get pain pills off the street, you can't get them out of the goddamn hospital with a broken back.
That was that.
Yeah,
year.
what do you gotta do to get some pain pills there,
Yeah.
huh?
That was in
Jesus.
'98, and then in '99 he had 3 strokes. from putting up with the pain of a broken back. They said it caused the
They
strokes.
said that's probably what caused it, because I got a high pain tolerance.
And they bounced right
A
off
minimum
of
amount
the,
of pain pills.
what they
I
call
figured that's
silent
what done it.
area. He had no residual effects. He laughed a little easier. He was a little more horny. And
After the strokes?
and right at first, his math was just a little bit off, but I practiced every night with him math before we go to sleep at night. I practiced math at night, and he had it right back within 10 days.
Wow.
Another thing, I never was good at math, but one thing I was good at, because damn near everything I've done in my life has been one way or the other on a percentage. So when it came to percentage, I don't even know how the hell I done it. But I could figure percentage about as fast as anybody I knew. But not anymore. I still can, but
Not quick
I
like he
lost
was.
the speed.
I mean, he was
somewhat.
lightning. You know, you've seen these geniuses, and you say multiply 675 million by 435 billion, and they do it now. That's the way he was. before the
Percentage, I
strokes.
could
But
do
now-
quicker than I could add and subtract.
After the strokes, it was a little different, not that fast speed. He could still do it all, but not that instantaneous thing, you know. That's the only thing we noticed for sure that changed.
Then I just had a stroke, when was it?
10 days, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? The
That was
first
fun.
time since then, though.
Had it, he laid down, we came in from a convention. He laid down, it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At 8, he yelled for me. And I went back there and he couldn't get up. He couldn't move. And then the whole left side was paralyzed. He could not move. He could move everything on his right side. And then his speech got more and more garbled. And then his eyes were rolling back, and I'm taking blood pressures, and I'm taking pulse ox and all that. I have emergency meds here, see, because this kind of thing has been happening off and on with him. So I throw,
Well, not really.
his
over
blood
the
pressure
years,
was
just
way
a little
up.
bit.
So I threw the Klonidine on him. Okay, that pulled the blood pressure down, but then the heart rate went. So 141 beats per minute. Nah, it's panic time. So then I threw the medicine on for that and pulled that down. So it took about 2 hours. Finally, he was half on the bed and half off, and he was stiffened out. You know, did you ever see a stroke thing going on? So finally, I got him back up on the bed, wheelbarrow style, just up between his legs, turned him around, you know. Got him back up on the bed. 2 hours, he started coming back around. And then 2 more hours, he was okay. Everything was back to normal. But the next day at noon, we gave him his major meds, and he started into one again.
Yeah, it wasn't
But-
too bad. I slept through the whole
Because-
mess she just told you
Because
about.
his main meds,
Completely out of it.
his main meds grabbed him. You know, he's got a slow metabolism. It takes about like an hour to an hour and a half for these medications to take hold. And all of his medications took hold, so it pulled him back out of it. But that time he decided, he felt so bad, he decided to go to the
Yeah, I
hospital.
had to go in there.
He had pneumonia, he had strokes, he had congestive heart failure, everything, it all watered up into one. So he was in there 6 or 7 days, and they readjusted medications on him like that, and came home. And then 6 days later, he's like, "We are going to the convention. And we've already got it booked. I'm going. I don't care if you go. I'm going."
That makes all
I
the
said,
doctors
"Okay."
happy.
Yeah.
All they want you to do is sit and wait to go see them again.
They're used to it by now, though. His cancer doctor says, "Oh, I'm glad." She's a real idiot.
Do what?
And so your cancer doctor, she's always glad when you go on trips and stuff. I think because she sees dollar signs
Yeah,
when he comes
that's
back
what it
in.
is.
She's the
Yeah.
one. I told her not too long ago. I said, it's been 2 years, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, that the World Health Report came out on the news. And I said to her, we had an appointment the next day with her. I said, did you hear the World Health Report? The cancer prognosis for the next couple of years. She goes, no, I was at the hospital all night. What was it? And I said, well, in the next 2 years, cancer
What
is
type of
supposed
photography
to
do you
go
usually
to
do?
10. Like for every 2 people
What type
you
of
have now,
photography
you
do you
have 10
usually
in its
do?
place.
Corporate
It's gonna
headshots
multiply
and
that
event
quick, and then
photography.
more for the years
So I
to
live out
follow.
in San
I
Francisco,
said from
and there's
the-
a lot of tech companies
when
and
the,
things out there.
tsunami
So they're always
hit
having
power
conferences
plants,
and
we got
stuff. So we do
showered.
like candid
We were
photography
overseas
of that
for
kind of
heads
thing.
here for months
And then like
months,
corporate
months,
headshots, like
months.
for
That's
internal
cancer time
websites, like
anytime.
bankers, lawyers, that kind of
But
thing.
when I told
It's
her
not
this-
very exciting.
She's from India.
This is
She
actually the kind of
jumps
stuff I
on
like to do
and
the
she
most,
starts
like
twirling
editorial and
around in her
documentary
rags,
photography.
where there's rags
So shoot
like
for the newspapers
twirling
out there a
around
little
rags
bit,
going,
a few other
"Yay,
websites,
yay, I'm gonna
but kind
make
of the
so
bread and
much
butter
money.
stuff,
I'm gonna make
headshots
so
and
much
event
money."
photography, event
Twirling and
coverage.
twirling, just like a little
Yeah,
girl at a
I-
birthday party. I
For a
was
while,
like,
I done quite a lot of
Wow.
where is the
quite a lot of
compassion?
wildlife.
Hippocratic
Oh, is that right?
oath,
And,
you know, like where did that go?
When I was up north, I
Man.
done a lot of, well, what was happening was that area I was in was an area that really is strictly resort area, and it's all the way from high dollar resort to state parks. In fact, that Indian River State Park is a big park, and then they're scattered all the way up to the Straits. And so what happened was, so many kids that were graduating had spent time up there as kids, and that's what they wanted their photos done for the yearbook. Holy Christ, that caught on, and I was too damn busy. I was probably only getting 1 out of 8, because I had other stuff that had to be done. But yet a guy went into business following me and went broke a little over a year.
He doesn't have your charisma.
Yeah, well, that's just exactly what it was. He just, you know, he's all goddamn serious, you know. Me, I'm about 90% bullshit, you know, and so I found it easy to work with him and, you know,
The ladies always love Renegade.
do what they wanted, and you know, I done nude too, and he was a little too much Sunday school in his head, and then too he just laid too much in equipment for what he needed, because for that, what do you need, you know? Very little. Of course, you had a few filters and so on, you can up things, but he, I think he overspent, might have put him out of business, and then too I talked to people that he done their pictures, and he done a good picture, but you know, he just didn't get along with the people. And, then after I came here, what the hell is there to photograph here, you know? I just lost interest in it, and then got so damn busy that didn't have no time to do
The
it.
shop, we were working 16, 18, 20-hour days all the time. For years it went.
It was all military or just everybody?
No, I never been
We
big
had a
on
lot of people
military. I mean, I know I'm
traveling
sitting on a
distance.
base, but military tattooing is not my favorite. But if I'm going to work military, I'd much rather work Marines. Much easier to work for. This Army, Jesus Christ, a bunch of whiny little son of a bitches, and Marines, you know, they gung ho. You don't have to worry about it, you know.
Marines are easy to work too.